Hi everyone, it's Orion back again for my second video of the day because I'm so excited about my new internet speed. This doesn't take 8 hours to upload a video anymore. This is completely life-changing for me. So to celebrate, I'm going to do an update of my video on Coalition because the first time that I did this video, Coalition was like 24 hours old. Nobody had any idea what was going on, including me. And I don't think I said anything incorrect, but I did miss a couple of important things. So let's check out Coalition. Two main important buildings inside Coalition Hall and Affairs. Let's start over in Affairs just because it's a little bit simpler. You have two tabs in your Affairs. The first is the quest board. So here I have a 1-star red quest where I can dispatch choice attendants. So I'm going to come in here, I'm going to tap and add one of my companions. And then I'm going to accept. Now technically you are able to add 3 to each one of these particular types of quests, but pretty much every coalition at this point has the rule that you should only add 1, and that's because everybody gets more prizes if you do that. If you put in 3, you get the same amount of prizes, you just get like a slightly smaller amount of contribution, you get a higher level of contribution if you take the 3 spots, but then nobody else gets prizes. My coalition for the longest time let everybody put in 3. Let me tell you what, it is a total game changer to only put in 1. That's actually why the game changed it. So now the default is that you just add 1 instead of adding 3. So once you've done that, you accept it. I go in, I immediately get some prizes for entering the quest. And then, now I have a blue one. Now the blue ones go faster, so I'm going to grab right there as fast as I can. The blue ones often have better prizes. I'm not sure if that's always the case, but the blue ones definitely go faster. So if you have a board full of quests, try to grab those blue ones first so that you can get those before they fill up. And then, so you get 1 set of prizes when you enter the quest, and then you can come over here into My Quest, and then you get another set of prizes to claim once the whole quest has been completed. Depending on what prizes you get and how good they are depends on the star levels. My coalition, I think, is like right at the level 5 to level 6 mark. So we're getting a lot of 3-star quests, which give us a lot better prizes. But the 1-star quests still give us some good stuff too. So it's not too bad. You get a mix of everything. Even if you're in a level 5, you still get a lot of these level 1 quests. Okay. So where do the quests come from is the next part of this puzzle. And those happen in Coalition Hall. So there's 2 parts of Coalition Hall that you definitely want to hit every day. The first thing is down here at the bottom, that line of prizes, and then here that like grayed out gift box button. So every day you get a random selection of some amount of these prizes down at the bottom. Here again, since our level is kind of high, we're starting to get some really good prizes like Union XP chests and Outstanding 4 shards, which totally rocks. And this week I am getting 2 of these prizes every day, randomly. And that's because my last week's contribution was 500. And so we want to come into this eye down here in the bottom right so that you can see what these tiers are, because this is super important. And then I'm going to expand this out. So these contribution levels are what you want to optimize for. If you are a brand new coalition, it's possible that your leaders won't want you to hoard because you just want to get that leveling out as quickly as possible. But once you're kind of steady into like probably level 3 or 4 and higher, you can start slowing down a little bit and doing the hoard. So each one of these tiers determines how many rewards you get for the following week. So if you only get to 100 contributions, you get 1 of these prizes. Modest with 500, you get 2. And then if you can get up to 900, you get 3. et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So what I do is I hoard all of my construction materials, and I'll show you how to do that in a moment. Hoard all of my construction materials, and then only drop the amount that I need to get to whichever contribution tier that I can get to in this week. So this week I can get to accomplished with 900, and then I might actually even be able to get to significant this week, which would be awesome because that never happens to me, but we'll see. Okay, so you definitely want to know these numbers so that you can tailor your construction to it so that you are maximizing the value that you get from those construction materials. And then these are the rewards that you are getting for each level of your coalition hall. So you can see they start out like nice but not awesome, but by the time you're getting up into coalition hall level 5 and level 6 and even higher, it's awesome. And I'm super excited to be able to get some of these gold coupons and stuff once we get up to these upper echelons. So that's how the contributions work, and the daily prizes. And then the second thing that you definitely want to hit is your daily quests over here. So Maisie is the avatar that's presiding over our daily quest. So we tap on her, and I've already claimed my quest, so my quest doesn't come up, but the quest page looks exactly like it does in the quest that I just joined a couple of minutes ago. And you just add in your viziers or whatever resources you need to be able to claim the quest, and then it'll get sent over to the affairs building where everybody else will finish it. So those are the really important pieces of how to get your prizes in coalition. And the next thing that you need to do is build your coalition. So we come over to construction. And this, we can see all the different pieces that we can construct. So we are almost to level 6, which is super, super exciting. And the way that you move those bars up is with these different construction materials that you get. So here is iron. Iron is worth the most. It's worth 12 each, so it's also harder to get. The wharf gives you stone, and that's you build the wharf with stone rather, and those are worth 8 points each. And then in the coalition hall, those are the cheapest and most abundant wood, which is only worth 4 points. So you need more of them to get the value out of them. Now, the way that the game animates these this construction moment, it can make it look like the construction materials are worth more than they are at like certain times of day, or if you do a whole bunch at once, it fools you into thinking that you can have some trick to have these construction materials be worth more. That is not true. It's been tested. These construction materials are always worth 4 points if they're timber, 8 points if they're stone, and 12 points if there's iron ore. There's nothing else to it. Okay, so that's how construction works. And again, follow your leaders for guidance on this. They might want you to just dump everything, but if you do have the luxury to hoard your materials, try to optimize to one of those prize tiers, because otherwise your construction materials are just going to waste in terms of the prizes that you can get out of them. And then a couple of other just little things to know about the Coalition Hall. One is the market, so you can get snazzy prizes from the market with your coalition coins. For me personally, at least, for the first couple of levels, these weren't useful, so I didn't spend anything. But now that we're getting up into the higher tiers, I've started picking up some of these tutoring medals and some other stuff. And the clothes and things like that. But if I had the willpower, I'd probably want to keep hoarding until I get up into level 7, because there's some really awesome prizes that are going to come down the pipe in a couple of months that look really expensive. So that's the market. And then over here is coalition title. This is just your total contribution numbers. Once you hit new tiers, then you get these prizes once. So the first couple of, it's with everything else, the first couple of times you do it, you get the titles really fast, and then it gets slower and slower. So now I'm only upgrading to a new title like once every couple of months or so. I am not the most devoted coalition member, so if you're like really intense about your coalition, you can probably get up a lot higher than I can. One thing to just note, if you're in a server that does player swapping for War of Supremacy, you will lose your coalition contribution history. So if you leave your union, you will have to start over from 0 with your contribution, but you won't get these set of prizes again. You get those prizes one time in your game, and that's it. I think we're pretty much at the end. There is a third building in here, management. Management is pretty boring. It just, I don't want to like put everyone's business out there, so I'll click back out of it. But it just has a list of all the coalition members and their contribution history. So if you're a leader, that might be useful so that you can check if somebody isn't contributing. That might mean that they don't know how coalition works, so you need to follow up with them. But if you're a regular player, or if you're confident in your team and you don't need to check up on them, then that building is useless to you. I think that's everything. We can come down here and like look at the zone and the rankings and everything like that. But since coalition is like just a place to get extra prizes, and we don't actually fight or do like anything else, the rankings and the zone don't matter, at least at the moment. And if that ever changes, I guess I'll have an excuse to make a new video. Okay, so that is my take 2 of explaining Coalition Hall. I hope that it's better than my last one. Always want to go for improvement. And I hope that it was helpful to everyone, and I hope to see you all soon. I really want to start making more videos and try to delve into a little bit more strategy and fun stuff like that. Okay, talk to you all later. Bye.